Hello everyone, welcome back to the Martial Arts Show. My name's Andrew McKay. Remember guys, hit on my little white logo at the bottom of the screen. You'll see it pop in towards the end to subscribe to the channel. Alrighty, now today we are talking a basic punch. Now, an effective punch, what I refer to as a good boxer's punch, you'll see quite similar from style to style. When a martial arts student breaks away from their traditions, as far as set technique and movement, and we get into what we commonly refer to as sparring or a fighting situation, then you'll see martial arts students look quite similar regardless of the white pajamas they're wearing. Now, a good punch from a good guard, we want to look at, okay, well, which part of the fist is the striking part? Now, when we look at a fist, holding my left up here, remember to make a good fist, 4 fingers together, rolling once, twice, thumb between the second and third row of knuckles. Now have a look at the top of the hand. Now when you hold your fist out, we don't want too much of a rise here through the wrist, because any sort of dip or rise in the wrist will actually make the wrist joint hold a lot of the brunt when it goes to hit its target. We want it sort of flush with the rest of the forearm. So when the fist hits its striking surface, it's evenly transferred through the whole body. Now, what we actually do with the hand though, and what I recommend you do, is slightly point the foot. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that, just let's see that slight point. So there's my fist holding as if I was holding a flag or a stick, and I just sort of point those top 2 knuckles so they're the most forward position of the fist. Now those first 2 knuckles, the ones that belong to the peace symbol, is the ideal striking area for a punch. So when you hit something, it's actually better with those 2. Now why not the middle 2 or the last 2? Because if you do that, if you try to hit with that, you'll naturally start to turn your hand, which will bend your elbow. Again, you'll lose that power projection, and you can really do some nasty business to your hand if it's not in that right position. So basic science has told us that the best, strongest punch is the one that's supported by the rest of the body. So when we hold that fist out, slightly point it, remember the 2 knuckles that belong to the peace symbol, they're the 2 that are predominant. And what you want to do is look down it, and you can see I've got a sort of a point going from my thumb to that top knuckle, and from my bottom knuckle up. It comes to a little triangle point. Slightly pointing that out, you can see yet again it's pointed here. That is the ideal position to hold and throw that punch. Now there's a lot of shoulder action and hip action into generating more power behind that punch, but keep it simple while you're learning. Just think, okay, what area of my fist wants to hit the target? We now know it's the top 2 knuckles. And what position does my hand need to be in relevance to the rest of the body? So we want that straight line from that top knuckle coming up, nice flat wrist with the forearm coming up through the shoulder. And when we're making, when we're contacting with our striking surface, that's ideally where we want to hit. So when you're doing your bag and pad work, really emphasize on that that momentum, that technique, I should say, and then build momentum through body movement, which we'll look at in another video. So have fun with your punches, guys. Work on it, and remember to keep the elbows down. Don't punch with your elbows up, because that exposes the ribs. So elbows down and twist into it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, hit on that little logo, which should be popping up any second now on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the page and give us your feedback, what you want to see in future episodes. Thanks everyone, have a great day.